Hi there, this is Stuart Emerson and welcome to the Virtual Assistant online training video system. Today we're going to talk about Passpack. It's really one of the best password management systems around in the marketplace, and there's an entry-level system that's free up to 100 passwords. Let's sign in. What you'll notice next, there's a third entry field, the packing key. When we come straight to our password list. I'm going to go to the account and just show you these three entries. Now, for security reasons, what Passpack 2 is that they don't have any way to decrypt the packing key. That's important to understand because if you lose it, you're literally locked out. They don't have any alternate way there, and their team and tech staff cannot get the packing key, which really, for security reasons, is great. It means no one can hack into it, but you have to memorize these three entries. I recommend memorizing these three entries and writing them down secure somewhere. Don't even put them on a device. That means your system is pretty much unhackable. So you memorize those three entries and write them down, then you have access to all your logins, passwords, URLs, and all the related information. For me, I've got 529 at the moment. Alright, let's do the search, and I'm going to look up some of my cPanels. Look at this one here, cPanel I use at Cynetic. So I've got my login, my URL, and even there's other information. I have the related email. You can use tags, but I tend to put the tags up in the name. I'll just cancel that and show why. Is because then you can see the tags in the name here in the listing and know if they're set correctly and adjust them if they're not. Now further on here, I put in other notes in some cases. What I do is just give the email contacts for that company. And there's other information like options in terms of the security level, the owner, and so on. The sharing tab we'll look at in a separate video. Alright, now with this one, I've also put a star on it. It's one of the ones I use quite frequently. And also you can look up your web favorites just by clicking on here. I'll go back to cPanel here. We've got Live Crew. So another way what I can do is just to quickly log in is click on my password, and now I can do this and just copy it without anyone ever seeing that password. Some other items to know is that I click on the password history and look at previous versions of the password. Any manual password system generally will not have the password history, and in some cases if you lose a login or some information, some systems, email systems or social media, they will look at you providing a past, a historical password as an indication to give you access back in. So very, very useful. Now look, I'm going to show you the password and just show you, click on suggest. Passpack also suggests really powerful, very real passwords. I've got to cancel out of that to get the correct password. Alright, I'm going to log in here. I brought up the URL from Passpack. So where I go, and then I can log in without any trouble. Alright, I'm going to log out. So that's the parameters and so much information in relation to the passwords themselves. Now if you find one that's really old, you can delete it and remove it, but just be very, very sure that you don't need it. Now some of the other tabs, there's a summary tab. Now this shows you your disk usage, number of messages with other users. Now if you're on the free pack, you can use this to keep within those limits of 100 passwords and see where you are in terms of storage. These other tabs, people and messages, I'm going to cover in another session just on projects and sharing passwords amongst team members. A very cool and powerful actual tab is the Tools tab. Now here you can import or export passwords, and if you're on big projects or big teams, you can literally have hundreds or even thousands or tens of thousands of passwords. You can set up a backup and even a restore in case of a crisis. Clean your pack will just clear out extra data if you like, that's not needed or necessary, and you can get a suggested password if that's needed. Of course, we'd gone to the account information previously just to get that information there. Now all I'd need to do is just to change these at any time is to click on them. And I recommend changing them regularly, because if you keep this really secure, you need to keep the doorway to Passpack secure, and then you're assured that everything's locked up and secure. Alright, now just one click to lock it up. Then I go to my packing key, and if I'm off for my tea break or lunch break, I know my whole system's secure. Passpack is one of the best systems for managing securely and safely your passwords. Thank you for your time. I trust you found the video was useful.